Guys,
Dire team pick.
what's up guys? This is Mike Loris, going to be casting League of Dota week number 6. Welcome to the stream, welcome to the live in-game. If you did buy the ticket, if you haven't bought the ticket, be sure to check it out. Only 99 cents and you get in-game drops, which is always
Dire
a lot of
team
fun.
pick.
It's like playing roulette, except you might actually win, right? This game is going to be from round 1, so the skill variance should be the highest, though I've already casted Throw Gaming in one of the previous
Radiant
weeks.
team pick.
We're pretty solid. Panthers Esports, don't know much about them. But what I do know, you see, all of their, or 3 of their icons are Panthers, so they have to have some sort of coordination at least. So it should be a good one, and we're gonna be casting throughout, I think, up to round 4. This game has this tournament rather this week has a lot of teams on it, so we'd have to really just look at the bracket a little bit more just to figure out how much we're gonna be casting today. But we're just gonna be we're going to be going until we, either want to blow our brains out or we're just done for the day. Hopefully the second one comes first. So let's look at what we have on the field so far. Eldritch and Venomancer being the bans out from Throw Gaming as they instantly pick up the Crystal Maiden on the Panthers esports side. OD as well as the Slark, just 2 very annoying heroes to play against. Like, it's a solid combination. I mean, OD is a mid lane dominator, but they're just annoying heroes, you know? Throw Gaming in a combo off that Crystal Maiden with the Clockwork. A classic combination start, Crystal Maiden Clockwork. Getting that mana is pretty useful for Clockwork through the aura, and Crystal Maiden Clockwork usually play fairly separately for the early stage of the game. Though both very strong heroes in the lanes in their own right. Panthers Esports, on the other hand, going to open up their lineup with a Mirana as well as a Visage. So already we're going to be seeing some arrow setup. I think Throw Gaming would probably be benefit to ban out a Bane or Shadow Demon, or just one of those Mirana combination heroes. Visage Mirana in itself is pretty good. It's okay, but you really want to have that third hero to put the nail in the coffin once you're guaranteed to land an arrow. That's pretty much, and once the arrow lands, you pretty much get a kill every single time. Unless something miraculous happens, and well, I don't really know how many miracles I've seen in Dota, so I can't really attest to that. But Mirana Visage is a very solid dual lane if they decide to run it like that. I do like it better as a tri-lane, just because I feel like it's a more of a sure thing, especially against someone like Clockwork, who even if you do tag him with an arrow, you'll have to do a lot of damage to him with right clicks, and then of course you'll always have Soul Assumption to kind of land that finishing blow. But Cogs, Battery Assault, it's very hard to get a kill on him unless they want to run aggro and try to get the matchup versus the Crystal Maiden, in which case Crystal Maiden is pretty much dead meat, and that's the life of the Crystal Maiden. Throw Gaming going to ban out some other more annoying heroes, Gyrocopter as a primary carry, possibly suspecting the Mirana to be as a support, and then the Lich, of course, a decent hero for the Mirana Visage Arrow kind of setup. You don't have any for sure stun, so if Throw Gaming pick up someone with a blink or an invisibility spell or any sort of mobility method at all, although Weaver already banned, it won't really be as potent unless they do pick up that stun. Nightmare, again, Bane Elemental Panthers, good hero. Then Panthers themselves banning out that Pugna. So both teams not really showing their hand just yet, and there we go, a little bit more of a hand that is shown, a Lifestealer, which doesn't really mean that much. It will mean that mid lane is going to be something that is high mobility, or it should be for Panthers. If it would benefit them a lot. Get that Lifestealer in there for the Lifestealer bomb. I like Storm Spirit the best. Puck, Queen of Pain. Mag is also really good. Clockwork, unfortunately, not an option for them at the moment, but this doesn't really change their lanes that much. Lifestealer could easily solo the safe lane, Mirana Visage, someone else in the bottom lane, but it will mean that Mirana is going to not receive total babysit farm, which is good. Mirana with that farm is not as effective as Lifestealer or hell, any other hero with that farm. Mirana farming is decent, but that's all it is, just decent. Throw Gaming. We're going to see what they want to do to respond to this one. They themselves can pick up the Bane, and maybe, why am I harping so much on Bane? That's kind of weird. Oh, I don't have my... Sorry guys, my open mic was off. It's okay. It's okay. We didn't get through the whole draft yet. So everyone watching through the client, my apologies. Yeah, we're good now. Open mic is now open, and you can hear the brilliant things that I have to say about this draft, which so far has amounted to no team has shown their hand just far. Bane is a good hero, and that's pretty much it. Throw Gaming, though, going to pick up the Shadow Demon. Kind of an interesting combination of Crystal Maiden and Shadow Demon. I would say that they actually don't have much synergy with one another. Crystal Maiden is pretty much guaranteed to land her spells no matter what. and she's more of an aggressive support hero, whereas Shadow Demon, if he's not setting up for the likes of, someone with an AoE stun like Leshrac or like Alina or something, he's more of a defensive hero as well. And they both could, he's more of a defensive hero, so you don't really want to
10
have
seconds
one
remaining.
defensive hero and one offensive hero in the same lane,
5
unless
seconds remaining.
you really just don't know what you're going to be up against. But usually Crystal Maiden is
Reserve
guaranteed to
time.
land her spells, and Shadow Demon's setup isn't really necessary. It could be a pseudo ban, kind of picking it so that Panthers cannot pick it up for their Mirana lane. But then again, there are many different heroes that they could work around. Shadow Demon, though, to his favor, does have the Demonic Purge, which does go through that Lifestealer Rage, one of the few spells that does in fact go through it. I'm not really sure if that's worth picking up Shadow Demon just because of that, though. I feel like going for something like a Naga Siren could get the job done, and with Crystal Maiden be just a little bit more of a potent combination. Also because Shadow Demon doesn't offer any disable, like useful disable. Of course, he has the disruption, but you can't hit anyone while they're in the disruption. So Naga Siren will offer that ensnare. And depending on what Throw Gaming want to do for their last pickup in that what seems like to be tri lane, that will probably benefit them a lot more than just having pure setup in that disruption, because disruption is long range initiation, and in the laning stage, that's exactly what Crystal Maiden is with her Nova. It's just long range initiation, and I don't really know how much I like this thus far, but we'll see if they really just bring it home with their last two picks. Panthers going to delay their solo mid pick for now, at least I'm assuming, unless Lion wants to go mid. Lion mid, it's pretty good. It's okay. I mean, you get the quick level 6. You try to go for Arc Blink Dagger as fast as possible. You pretty much play it like a puck, except you can't move places as quickly because Lion's kind of short. So I don't think that's going to be what it is. Probably just going to be Lion Visage Mirana. Lion in a tri lane, I don't really like it that much. Lion does need a couple levels, though. Mana Drain Harass is actually pretty potent if you could land it on someone for a good amount of time. Spike at level 1 is rather unimpressive. Hex is pretty good. 2.5 seconds to level 1, yeah, and 125 mana, that's totally worth it. Long cooldown, though, so Lion does need those levels, and in a tri-lane, he's probably not going to get those levels unless we see an absolute bloodbath. Everyone cross your fingers for an absolute bloodbath. You could always see the Lifestealer go into that lane instead of Mirana, but I don't really know the point of that. I feel like Mirana would just be better in all respects. Troll Warlord, going to be the fourth pick for Throw Gaming. And a hero that we haven't really seen that much since he last got nerfed. He was seen occasionally. Actually, he was seen as a pretty top pick, as I recall. It was more like a second, third kind of pick, Troll Warlord to the mid lane.
Radiant team
but since that happened, I believe a couple of his numbers got nerfed. I think it was the Whirling Axe might have gotten like a little bit less damage, something like that, and Battle Trance, something about, was it a higher mana cost or something like that? His numbers just got lowered a little bit across the board, and then all of a sudden, the Troll Warlord was never seen again. So he's gonna make a return at least for this game. Not too sure if he's gonna go for the mid lane. Panthers definitely not expecting the Troll to go towards mid lane with that TA ban, which TA versus Troll Warlord would have been decent for the TA. But they're expecting fully that the Troll Warlord goes with the Shadow Demon, goes with the Crystal Maiden, and then tries to just hit things together with them. Troll Warlord's actually a pretty decent hero against the Lifestealer as well. Bash is one of the few things that does go through that magic immunity. And although it's not really the most reliable, it's still not really reliable at all. Between the Bash as well as Shadow Demon Purge, they will have tools to deal with the Lifestealer. And Panthers, their last pickup for the mid lane is going to be that Puck. So they're going to have them at mobility. Puck should go for, fast Blink Dagger into Lifestealer bombs, into great fun. Lots of ganking potential on the Panthers side, as well as pretty good carry. They're mostly single target, though. So, both teams are mostly single target. So I guess that's kind of a wash there. Puck does have, I guess, slightly more with the Dream Coil to offer Panthers, whereas Throw, they have the global of Troll Warlord, but that's really all the AoE that they have. Crystal Maiden ult probably not going to last very long at all in this game with everything flying around. Ooh, and a Skywrath. That is rather interesting. Skywrath towards the mid lane? I don't really like that at all. Skywrath kind of just gets dominated by Puck, unless you just completely mind game the hell out of him. It's a delicate situation because Puck could dodge any harassment that the Skywrath throws at the Puck. However, the silence does just utterly dominate the Puck. So I'm thinking it is going to be a Skywrath to the mid lane, where we're going to be seeing a Skywrath versus Puck combination. In that situation, Shadow Demon, Crystal Maiden roaming is even more valuable for throw gaming. But for the Panthers side, the combination of Lion as well as Visage, that's equally as potent, if not more so. But the way the Skywrath Puck
Prepare
lane
for
works, that
battle.
usually Puck has a decent time because he's not going to get hit by a single Arcane Bolt. It's just not going to happen. Oh, that's not how you share items, guys. Come on. Uh, because he has the phase shift. However, our Ancient Seal, that's really where it makes things interesting, because that's a lot of time where Puck is just so very fragile. Puck is a hero relying purely on mobility, on being slippery in order to survive, and all of that is shut down with that instant cast silence. So it should be an interesting matchup. I don't think I've ever seen it played. I mean, I played it myself. I was the Skywrath. That might have been like my first Skywrath game actually. But we'll see how these two guys decide to play it. Let's go over who's playing what before we get into anything else, however, but we need Bastion announcer first because it's the best. On the throw gaming side, we have Eat My Dagon playing the Clockwork
30
Ray
seconds
Naja.
to battle.
Is going to be supporting as Crystal Maiden mid lane. On that Skywrath, it's going to be Z91. Bottom lane, we have Slinero. Going to be hard carrying, it looks like, as the Troll Warlord. And Buddha War is on the Shadow Demon supporting. It looks like it might be dual lanes. I know Crystal Maiden, I don't really know why if she would go top at all. Probably would be best to go to the bot lane, though she does have an early Magic Stick. Kind of a surprising pickup there. Early Magic Stick against, no Bristleback, no Bat Rider. It really doesn't do much for you. And by doesn't do much for you, I mean it doesn't really do anything for you. So kind of a deep investment there. Probably won't really pay off, especially since on the other end it's just OXG. On the Mirana, it looks like solo on the off lane, so that Magic Stick isn't going to fill up anytime soon. Shorty, with an early invisibility rune, might look towards level 1, and Skywrath, he is a very powerful hero when he's on the aggressive. On the defensive, he just crumbles. Take a look at him real quick. He does have the Null Talisman, so a little more extra strength, but he has no armor. And that's actually a pretty big deal, though it looks like it won't be a big deal for now. Shorty gonna just leave the lane right away. Continue to go over the Panther side, we have Kobe Bin on the Puck, soloing the mid lane. Shorty, as I said before, still roaming top, where Eat My Dagon might be in a little bit of trouble. Hex leveled up. If they get an opportunity here, no, just pokes. Just poking him with the red stuff. 510 is going to be farming this Lifestealer. And last but not least, we have Popperzor at Popperzor, because Twitter or something. It's going to be handling that Visage. And of course, it wouldn't be a game unless we had a pause right at the beginning. So OXG might actually be in a little bit of trouble. Should have Leap available unless he did stats. No, I was like, oh my god, Murano, why did you level up stats? No, just holding the skill point for Leap. Slinero, unfortunately, as a Troll Warlord, can't really contribute much to this Murano kill. There are heroes that can. Heroes like Luna and possibly Gyrocopter, though not that much. Don't we get a ticket? I don't have tickets to give out. Wish I did. That would be pretty cool. But yeah, Troll Warlord doesn't really offer that much in the aggression. Once he gets Whirling Axes, a little bit, but nothing that'll really stick versus the Mirana, because he just doesn't have any disable. And when you're looking for carries with disable, you're going to be really, really hard pressed. I mean, that's kind of a reason why we see Mirana sometimes in that one role, because she's a carry hero, but she also has a full disable. And you have the likes of Lifesteal, you have the likes of Luna, who have their slows, have their little mini stun and stuff like that. But in the long run, it's not really that useful when you're trying to kill someone like Mirana. Like, Mirana's right now just completely surrounded, and she has no freaking clue about it. But I don't even know if they have enough. If Troll Warlord hits level 2, lands both Whirling Axes on Mirana, maybe they have enough. It'll definitely be very close. I actually don't think they could get that kill at all. Taking a look back at the mid lane, how do they both have two denies? Okay, they both have two denies. That happened, and what is with my screen still? It's just broken. The entire thing is just broken. Yeah, I have like this black HUD thing going on. I don't really know why, but that's definitely happening. Puck should do fairly decent for this versus the Skywrath, at least for the first couple of waves. Then we might see a little bit of kill potential. So kill potential pretty low for the next, I would say, 2 to 3 minutes on the mid lane where we have the Puck versus Skywrath matchup. But once they get their level 3s, their level 4s, then it could easily go either way. Bot lane and top lane kill potential is all very high. So my money's on me missing first blood. That's probably what's going to happen, or at least catch the very tail end of it. But who misses first blood? What kind of scrub would you have to be to miss first blood, right? We going? Legacy. Oh my god, this guy. Legacy keys. Man, if I had to play with legacy keys, I probably would do okay. But like, nah, probably a little bit less than a little bit below average. I remember Omni Slash was like N or something, and you want your hand on the, WASD keys, not because of WASD, but because, you have your attack and stop commands there. And Omni Slash, that was like the worst legacy key of all time. That was just such a hassle. Like, you don't know how many times I pressed M, like Mike Loris, in order to get it off, and then nothing happened. Bottom lane, here's the aggression I was talking about, potentially. Mirana gonna get disrupted, and there's no real stun setup. As I said before, OXG gonna level up that leap, and, well, he is gonna use it. But a little bit of mana being used on either side, and you can see the damage done to Mirana. Very, very little, and just one tango, and, all of that damage is just gone again. And you look back at this mid lane, Zed gonna pour in some aggression pretty early on. It's gonna be pretty much a race to see who gets the bottle first. Looks like the Puck does have a substantial advantage in that with a couple more CS. And, well, they're throwing nukes back and forth. It's a very delicate lane, as I said before, once they get to their level 3s, their level 4s, especially when Skywrath gets to his level 3. I don't think Skywrath can get a kill until he gets his silence, and even then it'll be a little bit dicey. He'll have to time his spells perfectly and really just mind game Kobe into burning his phase shift and his orb prematurely. But he will have opportunities to get in there. But it probably won't happen for quite a while because the courier is delivering the bottle for the Puck right now, and Zed, he's still quite a ways away from it. He's falling behind in CS to this Puck. Having a base damage disadvantage is something that's just going to happen versus Puck, who, gone for a lot of stats as well. So, losing out in the CS war, definitely not a fantastic start for him, though. I really would like to see a little bit of rotation eventually. It's a little bit too early. Level 2 on the Crystal Maiden, level 1 on the Shadow Demon isn't really going to be doing too much for you. Though I do think that Troll Warlord is more than capable of handling the Mirana by himself. Oh god, we're going to have another pause. Guys. Guys, we have another pause. And perfect. I mean, like, look at this. This is perfect. This is the best time to have a pause. It's just like, okay, let's do a slow play-by-play and see what's gonna happen right here. So, Eat My Dagon is gonna get hexed. However, he's already has pressed the power cogs. If the hex goes off first before the power cogs, I'm pretty sure Eat My Dagon is dead. He's tanky. Lifestealer has that 1 point in slow. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's dead. So, up on this top lane, Shorty is just mashing his Hex button right now. Because if he gets Hex off without cogs, then Clockwork with no battery assault has no chance in hell of surviving. I think he might survive. Maybe I'm not giving the Stout Shield enough credit. Alright guys, place your bets right now. What's going to happen up on this top lane? Are the cogs going to come up first, or is Shorty going to get the Hex off? Because if the cogs come up, the Hex is going to be casted, like, no matter what. I think at this point it's a little bit too late to just cancel off everything. They're already running in. They already used Grave Chill. So the Hex is going to be casted no matter what. If the Hex goes off, and if the cogs go off, rather, then the Clockwork is completely safe. If they don't, he's in danger. But danger enough to die? I don't really know just yet. There's no support coming for him, I don't believe. No, there's absolutely no way to support this Clockwork. And there's no way to support the top lane either, so it's just going to be 3v1. Welcome to the Thunderdome. Man, these pauses. They said that they were in Europe. I'm like, okay, we're going to Lux. I mean, hell, they didn't want to be in that server. They probably shouldn't have said that they were both in Europe, as per the rules. But if they're both receiving equal amounts of lag, isn't it even? Isn't it fair if that's the case? Tough, but fair. Alright, so each team's got their pause in. That's like the customary pause. It's like kind of the thing that you have to do, right? It's not a game of Dota until you have a pause. And here we go. We're going to get back into the game where we have some action. Hex or Cogs, which is, what is it going to be? It's going to be instantly with the Hex. Cogs takes a little bit to cast. Now 510 in a close distance. Impale does go off. Where's the open wounds? There it is. And Cogs do go up, but 510 trapped in the Cogs with the Clockwork. That's going to be first blood. Poppers, at Poppers, I'm just going to call them Poppers. At Poppers, you can pick up that first blood up on the top lane. And if you place your money on Hex, you are the winner. Unfortunately, we're having some trouble with the computer system, so we can't get the money to you. So you're just going to have to wait 5 to 10 business days for that to happen. But the Hex, with that 0 cast time, just really being a devastating force. And I mean, Clockwork already pressed the button, but Cogs do have a little bit of cast time, which is unfortunate for the Clockwork, to say the least. Shorty as well as Poppers going to look to continue their aggression. They will have a Hex, no Impale, however. Skywrath does not see this one coming either. They smoked under the, I mean, completely safe from any ward or anything. Though Puck will have a little bit of trouble opening this up. The best thing that they could have is we'll just walk into a Hex. Though 315 movement speed, it will probably get him out. Oh, here comes Buddha as well as Greninja. It's going to be a full 3v3 and a 2-man Impale. Perfect to start that off. Disruption on the Shadow Demon will keep him safe for now. Shorty going to get silenced up, and Kobe Bin taking a couple tower shots, a little bit too much perhaps. He does have the phase shift that will dodge the birds. He does have the bottle as well. Hopper's still firing off a couple shots. Another Impale going to follow through as well. Shorty on his way out. He's going to take an Arcane Seal and one right click from Skywrath. That's going to be another kill, or one kill for the Throw Gaming side. And who really saw that coming? I did not see the support from Yellow as well as Teal coming in for the Skywrath. And I mean, it should have been a easy kill versus the Skywrath, but just having Crystal Maiden as well as the Shadow Demon in the area, making it very tough for the Panther side to get that kill. And in that little skirmish, we did see the huge weakness that is a low-level Lion. He got in there. He had a 2-man Earth Spike. Wasn't it called Spike a couple versions? When did it get changed to Earth Spike? What the hell? First it's Impale, then it's Spike, then it's Earth Spike. Next it's Earth Impale, right? Earth Ranger, Outworld Earth Spike, something like that. But he landed a 2-man Earth Spike, and usually when you have that, you think, holy crap, we got a 2-man stun. This is going to be just, you know, just cleaning up from here on out. But that stun doesn't actually do that much. It's 60 damage, which is like a little bit, it's actually pretty much just another right click from him with armor and magic fist and all that factored in. It's very, very unimpressive at level 1, and well, that's just what happens when you have a Lion. He does seem like a good early roaming hero. I mean, you look at his kit, it's like, holy crap, we have stuns for days and everything like that. Slinero in the bottom lane, possibly going to get the victim of some aggression. OXG looking to get it. Oh, he's going to dive very deeply. He's going to get hit with Whirling Axe, though. Tower shots will make it an even trade. Visage picking up a kill. Troll Warlord not getting any experience, though getting some gold. I would say it's pretty even. I mean, Visage is getting to be quite a high level, and you really can't underestimate the power of an early level 6 on Visage. Those familiars, I mean, they hurt like a bitch pretty much no matter when you get it. Up, top lane, Disruption. My Dagon close in right for those Cogs, though. Another Impale, gonna slow him down for just a little bit. 510 gonna try to, you know, hatch his way out. There's the Marauder ultimate, but it's a little bit too late. He's already gonna fall. Shorty, do they have True Sight? It doesn't look like they do. So Shorty gonna get out there with his life. Though Crystal Maiden as well as Shadow Demon setting up some more kills up on the top lane. I said before that Clockwork usually doesn't play with the Crystal Maiden, and I guess I didn't mention the Shadow Demon, though you could kind of assume I meant the same thing. Early rotation from the Shadow Demon Crystal Maiden proving to be pretty effective, going for the Life Stealer, which is always a bold thing to do. Puck, what's going on right here? I just saw his health pool tank, and that is because of a Skywrath Mage ultimate. Skywrath has hit level 7. You better hide your kids, you better hide your wife, because Skywrath is now out for blood. Oh, Buddha War, you do not want to be there. I mean, Lion at low levels is not... Oh, no, Dagon, what is this? No, you don't want to do that. That's just... Oh, God, what's happening? There's a Frostbite on 510, and then a Layer Disruption, because why not? No curse, because you just got to get out of there. Lion's still hitting you. That was the messiest engagement of all time. 510, going to get in the creep with an Infest. He's going to be just fine. Teleportation up into the top lane. It is going to be that Puck. Does not really have that much to contribute, although he does have a coil. There's the orb, gonna hit onto CM. That's gonna be an easy kill. 3-man in the coil. Skywrath is here, however. 510 gonna get slowed down. Puck is silenced. He's gonna drop first before anyone else. Greninja still taking the right click, so there's not enough damage right here. Shorty completely tapped out of mana. 510 still chasing. They will pick up the Crystal Maiden, but at what cost? Lifestealer gonna take a couple of tower shots on his way out as well. There's the Ancient Seal, as well as some birds. 510 might just die to this. First, not gonna hit. Gonna hit on a random creep on the side, but it doesn't matter. Zed with the double kill as Throw Gaming getting a little bit of an edge. Taking a look back at the bot lane, where it looks like Troll Warlord was the victim of some aggression, though it looks like nothing too substantial there. Top lane, this Lion, it really all just goes down to this Lion pick. If this Lion was a Venomancer, which I know was banned, I'm just saying for, you know, as for argument's sake or whatever. If this Lion was a Venomancer, if this Lion was a Crystal Maiden, if this Lion was, hell, a Lestrak or a Lina, you know, some of those more B-tier supports, then this wouldn't be happening. But as it stands right now, you can't really afford to fight this often as Lion, because Earth Spike, although it is, you know, it's a decent spell, not until it gets really highly leveled, where it deals
Dire's
260
top
damage.
tower is
It
under
scales
attack.
pretty well, this spell, at
Radiant's
least from
bottom
when you
tower
compare
is
level
under
1
attack.
to level 4. Hex is always going to be useful, but really this Lion isn't contributing
Dire's
enough,
top tower
and
is
that's
under
something
attack.
that is just a shortcoming of Lion. He will need those levels,
Radiant's
and
bottom
he's
tower
not having the
is under
levels. The more
attack.
he fights right now, the weaker he is going to be in comparison to other heroes. Though once he gets level 6, Skywrath Mage is still pretty much dog food. Zed gonna
Radiant's
spot out
bottom
the haste
tower
rune, which
is
has
under
been picked
attack.
up by the Puck, though they're not really gonna find anyone. Clockwork hugging his tower. If anyone, it's gonna be Skywrath Mage who's in a little bit of trouble, though. That will necessitate a coil use. Not gonna be too much of a bother for them. I mean, if you're gonna get a coil to get a Skywrath Mage kill, that is all worth it. Though it looks like right now that aggression is not going to happen. Take a look at the farm on the bottom lane. Mirana, 25 for 6, actually not doing terribly versus the Troll, who's at 33 for 3. So a pretty even lane right now, though it looks like they don't really want to have this continue. OXG, if you don't leave right now, if the Ancient Seal lands and he's dead. Skywrath Mage ultimate? Oh yeah, the flare is so huge. This spell, I love this spell. I really do. Mystic Flare. And unfortunately for Panthers, they themselves ban out the Pugna, which is one of, if not the best counter versus Skywrath. Actually, they also ban out OD, which is another really, really great hero versus Skywrath in lane, because he doesn't have any base damage, doesn't have any damage from his Arcane Bolt. He's just a really, really sad hero in lane versus the OD. I played it once, never again. That's why you never pick Skywrath Mage until you're last. It just doesn't go well for you. However, Mystic Flare, if you can't land it, 600 damage, you know, that's pretty good. That's pretty good, especially if they could combine that up with the Shadow Demon Curse later on. Eat My Dagon to get initiated upon up in this top lane, 510, as well as Shorty. Should have enough damage to kill him off, though. The Battery Assault's still ticking. They need an Infest right now, though. There's the Cogs. Greninja is, well, Shorty gonna try to get in there with the Infest, though it's a little bit too late. Clockwork living by the skin of his metal ass. Bottom lane, Line Arrow still in a little bit of trouble. However, Soul Suction not the strongest. Now the Visage all tapped out of mana as well. But looks like they're not done on this top lane. Greninja gotta hug the tower because here comes the Puck. Does drop the coil. Only on the Crystal Maiden, though. This should be a kill. They just have to, you know, hit him a couple times. There you go. Slap him down. Crystal Maiden gonna drop, though. Lifestealer taking a couple tower shots. Puck taking a couple of tower shots. Everyone is very, very low on HP, and I think Shorty is just gonna be the sacrificial victim. He's gonna cover the retreat. Oh, 10 HP. Shadow Demon. Random poison tick. Gonna finish the deal there. So it's gonna be a line for Crystal Maiden. Ultimately, could have been a lot worse for the Panthers side. I mean, Lifestealer was at very, very low HP, as was the Puck. Any hero rotation would have been pretty much the death of at least one of them, I would say. But in the meantime, they have picked up a tier 1 tower on the bot lane. TG all but abandoning that. Troll Warlord really struggling to get anything done on that bottom lane. Just the threat of an arrow, just random arrows landing. It's scary, especially when you have a Visage hanging around. To set that up with the Familiar Stomps and or the Grave Chill. So 8-4 as stands right now, and well, we asked for a bloodbath. It's not necessarily a bloodbath. It's, you know, like a moderate blood pooling, but it's pretty good. Lots of action, and who could say no to lots of action? Puck now about 900 gold away from his Blink Dagger. Skywrath still just building up his items. Does have the Arcane Boots. Has finished that quite a while ago. But it looks like now the Clockwork has it level 6. He's going to say enough of that top lane. Screw that. I'm going to go kill people. He does have 2 points of Battery Assault instead of the 3, which you would normally see at this point. Just getting that Rocket Flare for that extra bit of farm. He does have Power Treads as well as Magic Wand, which isn't terrible for a Clockwork, all things considered. Arrow going to fly, not down to anything. Not enough range for that. So Clockwork looking for a victim, though I think the angle of that flare is going to tell off Panthers exactly where the Clockwork is, or, you know, enough to know that they have to watch their positioning for hookshot initiation. OXG still on this bottom lane, jungling as Mirana. That's gonna take a little bit, even if you do pull and stack. I think he mistimed that a little bit as well. So OXG might be the victim of some aggression because Throw Gaming, they're roaming around in force. They're pissed right now, and they want kills on this Mirana. They need a hookshot as well as an Ancient Seal if they're going to kill her. And it looks like Mirana, well, there's the missile scouting everything out, but it's a little bit too late. Buddha War does not have the level 6 just yet, which does have a pretty high initiation range, though I don't even think that would have been enough. Top lane 510 getting some free time to just do his thing. He does have a Hand of Midas, whereas the Troll Warlord didn't go straight for a fighting build. So right now it would be in TG's advantage. Just constantly look for aggression, get kills everywhere, and well, this is definitely not the way to start. Hookshot gonna be dodged actually, and dude, two-man coil. Not bad play by the Pug, very, very slippery. Shorty's gonna run to the north, he should be fine. Oh, they're gonna pick off the courier as well. Arrow gonna fly through on Zed. This should be the death of the Skywrath, unless he lands a Mystic Flare. He can probably turn it around. No, not gonna happen. Sinero, here he comes. The Mirana ultimate has been dropped, however, there is a sentry. You cannot run from the sentry, though you just can run regularly. I guess that'll work. He does have stick charges, though he doesn't have a leap. Flare is gonna happen. Buddha War, throw out that poison. It's not gonna happen. Oh my god, is he actually gonna live? He might just live. Keep an eye on this Mirana. He's gonna live. They just abandoned chase. OXG should probably just like leave right now. That's probably a good idea. And they get out with the Mirana ult, even though there was a sentry ward there. I mean, shit, sometimes the sentry ward just isn't enough. There was dust there, that would have definitely been a kill, but in the meantime, Lifestealer, he didn't have any part of that. He was up in the top lane killing towers, and he's just happy to take that out. That's going to give him his 13-minute armlet. Holy crap, with Phase Boots Hand and Midas, this Lifestealer is absolutely stacked right now. 13 minutes in, this is some outrageous farm. He does still have to worry about the Demonic Purge, about the eventual bashes, but Troll Warlord just needs a little bit more to get going. He has drums, but you can see in the gold per minute chart, it's such a huge difference. He's almost 2,000 ahead, the Lifestealer is, over the Troll Warlord, and that matters. Zed in a little bit of trouble. There's a random sentry, though. Shorty is going to get initiated upon, though. Greninja is going to drop first. Shorty is going to be a 1-for-1 trade so far. Eat My Dagon gonna get dropped pretty low. Where are the familiar stuns? Where are they? Soul Assumption, not enough. It's 9 HP on Eat My Dagon. This one creep trying to do the deal. Not gonna happen. Buddha War gonna receive another Soul Assumption, but these Soul Assumption is really not charged up that much. Leap forward from OXG, gonna land a 2-man Star Storm. It won't be enough to kill either, although Hogden with the blink forward will pick off the Shadow Demon. Now, if Skywrath Mage running off the left, he should be just fine. Hookshot, heard it, hit something. Clockwork gonna pick up the puck, actually. Looks like that was what that was. Popper should make his way out, Eat My Dagon, somehow making it out, once again, by the skin of his metal ass. Clockwork has been fairly slippery this entire game. Looked like for sure they were going to get more than that, but hey, today no one dies. Mid lane tower still receiving quite a bit of pressure from the Panthers side, and I think this is turning into more and more of a bloodbath game, which I like, but they have to worry about this Lifestealer. TG, this Lifestealer is, I mean, he has his farm. He's abandoned the top lane, which means he's not going to continue to farm as well. However, he does have an infest. And this is exactly what we're going to see. Puck looking for blood. Blink forward. He's going to find absolutely no one. There's the Mirana ult. Orb going to fly. Going to catch it. 2 on the Dream Coil. There's the Lifestealer initiation. Zed instantly dropped to like 1/10 of his HP. Kobe is going to try to get away, and it won't happen. Crystal Maiden ultimate will finish him off, though. 2 slaps of the Lifestealer. That will kill off the Crystal Maiden. Here comes the Troll Warlord, though. The Mirana ultimate has been activated. 5-10. Going to try to man fight it out. Will not happen. Shorty's going to come in. Does have the Finger of Death. Who does he want to kill? Anyone? Anyone? Someone. Not enough damage just yet. He needs a couple more right clicks to Eat My Dagon. And try to kill off Shorty. In the meantime, Popper's going to pick up 1 kill. Where's the Finger of Death? There it is. Arrow, though, going to miss just barely, though. A 2-man impale. Shorty gets a double kill. That's what he was waiting for. At least that's what I'm going to say he was waiting for. You're just waiting for them to line up. And once you do line up, you can knock them down with a level 4 impale. This is where Lion gets powerful. The sooner Lion gets to around this level, the more hurt he's going to put on the opposite side. 13-12 so far in a pretty high action game, because I requested it. Thank you, Panthers. Thank you, Throw Gaming. And, well, I'm sure the viewers are all enjoying it as well. Lifestealer does unfortunately go down. Used up all of his assets in that very, very aggressive dive. But, you know, when you have the armlet this early, when you have a Blink Dagger on the puck, you kind of just want to go kill things every single time your infest is up. It's just like something that you have to do. It's something that you're really good at doing at the time, and you should do. Diving the tier 1 tower, though, that might have been a little bit too much. Just a little bit, you know, just a tad. Though ultimately, it didn't really go too horribly for them. It was kind of unfortunate that Troll Warlord was in the area. And if he was on the bottom lane or, you know, deeper into the jungle, like somewhere around here or something like that, then it would have gone a lot better. That was the most obvious smoke of all time, though it looks like it may not matter. Shorty gonna open up with the Hex. No, it's just another Infest gank. Here comes Eat My Dagon, though, with the 2-man hook shot. Not bad, but instantly Hex. There is the miss stun. hit absolutely nothing. Zed still at 10 HP. Someone hit him. There it is. 510. Still in the back end. Will get frostbitten up. Doesn't the Armlet and Slynero gonna start working on him as well. Armlet toggle not gonna happen. Troll Warlord gonna seal the deal there. Eat My Dagon as well as Shorty still duking it out, and Eat My Dagon dropping very, very low. The familiars, are they gonna do it? No. Clockwork lives again. Shorty is gonna hex up Slynero and is actually might be in a little trouble. He probably just should have run. He's gonna turn around for another impale. Poppers does not have any mana right now. Gonna get one familiar stun. Will not find the other. 510 though, returning to this fight. Did he buy back? Yes, he did buy back. He will get the kill on Troll Warlord, so that buyback very, very much so worth it. We have Shorty escaping with barely any HP. We have Poppers escaping with barely any HP. And once again, we have the Clockwork escaping with barely any HP. I don't know how these escapes are happening. Oh, wait. Flare, guys. Dodge. Delta split. Flare not going to hit onto anyone. But Kobe, he does have a Blink Dagger. He sees 4 on the mid lane. 510. Does he still want to fight this? They have the Armlet. They have the farm advantage with the Hand of Midas. I don't think Panthers really need to be fighting right now. I mean, they don't have a coil. They don't have an infest. They definitely don't. They shouldn't be fighting. It would be, I would say, incorrect for them to continue fighting. And Rocket Flare is still trying to pick off these two heroes. Not going to happen, though. But I think it'll just be in Panthers' favor just to sit back a little bit. I mean, Troll Warlord's gone for the full-on fighting build. If you could avoid that, then his Vlads, his drums are, I mean, they're still going to be effective, don't get me wrong, but it won't be as effective if you deny him usage. It's like, great, you have your Divine Rapier. If we don't fight you, that Divine Rapier doesn't do anything. It's kind of the same idea. So Panthers, they do have the Mirana, they do have a very powerful Lion. Just taking these sustained fights is just not going to benefit them. They should really just smoke up and look for solo pickoffs, because that's really what they're good at right now. You know, blink into an infest. You don't really even need a Dream Coil unless you get surprised with two or more heroes. But getting in there with the Hex, with the Impale, with the Finger, that's a kill pretty much as soon as Finger is off cooldown. And you know, granted, Finger has such a long cooldown, but it's still a viable thing to do. Like if they find this guy's so dead. He gets hexed up, Impale, Finger, he's dead. And even in 2-man Impale value, Arrow gonna fly through, hit onto Zed, so there's gonna be no Mystic Flare for now. Eat My Dagon get in there. Some pretty good cogs, but he's gonna eat a Finger straight to the face. Puck in the meantime, gonna start brawling. It's not gonna happen. There's the flare. We'll finish off the Puck. Skywrath will run straight into him. Mirana, plink with the arrows, Zed's gonna go down, and Slynero gonna get hexed trying to teleport out. This is gonna be a full 5-man wipe. TG, not in the right positioning for that one. I guess that's, I mean, their positioning was, to say the least, bad, but they didn't expect that to happen. I mean, they lined up for a 2-man spike. That's where the Earth spike value really comes through. And then Panthers getting in there just at the right time. Puck, though, unfortunately dropping, but giving his life for a full-man wipe into a Roshan as well. I think Panthers are going to be okay with that trade. I said they didn't have to fight. I said that they just needed to take these small skirmishes. And hell, if you're not actually taking a full 5v5 fight, then you're in the money. Because that was definitely not a full 5v5 fight. That was like a 5v1, and then a 5v1 again, and then a 5v2. And that sounds good to me. It should sound good to Panthers as well, because they just got, you know, everything off of that. And now with Basher starting being built by this Lifestealer. This Lifestealer is absolutely terrifying right now. Net worth, he is by far on top. Experience per mid, he is by far on top. Even though he's died 4 times. It's actually kind of surprising. He's died 4 times. When did that happen?
Radiant's middle tower is
so much early
attack.
game fighting.
Radiant
He's still doing very well. Now he does have the
fortified.
Aegis. He has the Infest. He has so many tools. And they do still have the Coil. Let's see how this initiation goes. They need a seal on this Puck. If they get the seal on the Puck, I think they clean up. Fortification already been used. They didn't want to go in. There's the hook shot. Gonna catch 2 into the cogs. Only gonna will catch 2 again. Eat My Dagon though. Gonna get nuked down so very quickly by Poppers with that nuke. For Ninja, gonna take an arrow straight to the face. He will drop Ancient Steel, going to completely whiff. There was no seal, and it was not enough. They're gonna lose 2. Aegis has been popped on the Lifestealer, though Slynero will go down to right clicks. It will do it. Silence as well as the coil on the Shadow Demon will pick them all off. Panthers going to clean up 4 for 0, and Zed is gonna call GG. Lifestealer with the farm, and Panthers just with the endless aggression. That's what they wanted out of their Lion pick. The laning was a little bit rough, but hell, once your Lion gets that level 8, once it gets Finger of Death, really, then that combined with a Visage getting a lot of early game kills, getting just a lot of levels with that quick level 6, quick medallion, all that good stuff, means that the Dire are going to take this victory. So thanks for watching, guys. We're going to be moving on to a round 2 game as soon as we can find one, so stay tuned.